going on? Welcome to another episode of Cooking with Rob. I'm really excited for today's show. I've been practicing this recipe for a couple of weeks. Today is vegan mac and cheese. Yes, that's right. It is possible to make vegan mac and cheese. I'm going to show you how today. And it's going to blow your mind. It's going to take a little bit of magic, but we're going to get there. So let's run through our ingredients that we're going to need for today. For the pasta part of it, you're going to need 9 ounces of macaroni elbow pasta, and we're going to add 1 head of broccoli to the pasta, just to add a little greens, make it a little healthier. Then the rest of the ingredients here are going to make the cheese sauce. Believe it or not, we are going to make cheese sauce out of the following: 1 small carrot, 3 cloves of garlic, 1 small russet potato, a little bit of lemon juice, 2/3 cup of cashews, raw cashews, not salted, not dry roasted, raw cashews, 1 small onion, 4 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. This is the star, this is the most important guy today. It's going to give us that cheesy flavor. I love it. Nutritional yeast. And then we're going to have a little bit of mustard. I've got bold and spicy mustard, but any mustard will work. And then a little bit of olive oil just to coat our onion and garlic. I know, you're wondering, how is this going to happen? Well, stay tuned and we'll find out. All right, to get things started, we are going to prep our veggies that are going to go into the cheese sauce. We're actually going to prep everything first because everything comes together kind of quick, and you'll see how that happens. But first, start with our potato here. I've got it peeled, and with the veggies, we just want to make sure that we get them into really small chunks. So I'm just going to show you part of the potato here. Like, I'm going to get it into kind of small cubes coming across there. And I'll do the rest of the potato the same as that. Peeling my carrot. Next is the carrot. Love me a good carrot. I was shocked the first time I saw this in a recipe that carrots were gonna make cheese. I thought I would never enjoy cheese again after going dairy-free. So here, again, just like the potato, we want to get this into small pieces. I'm going to have it come across. The smaller you cut your pieces at this point, the faster that they're going to cook, and we want them to soften before we blend them to make the cheese sauce. Got my cloves of garlic next. I'm going to dice 3 cloves. I'm just gonna dice all this stuff and set it aside, and then we'll see how it separates and cooks in a second. Dicing up 1 small onion. You're just in time to see me cry. Oh, I never wanted to cry on camera. It's funny how sometimes onions make me cry, and sometimes they don't. I don't know what it is about this onion, but I'm sad to be cutting it up. Broccoli is funny. I don't know why. I just think broccoli is funny looking. Okay, so broccoli. You want your broccoli to be in smallish pieces, like, I don't know. I think that if I'm eating a bowl of mac and cheese, I don't want massive chunks of broccoli as if I'm like eating broccoli like on the side of a dish. So I like to cut it up into little bite-sized pieces, just work around here, take my time with it. I like to have a personal relationship with each broccoli floret, so it knows that it was meant to be that size. There you go, little guy. Whoa, things got really emotional with the broccoli. So emotional that I doubled the amount that I'm going to use. The ingredients list says 2 cups, but we're going for 4. Because who doesn't love broccoli? Okay, so I've got the carrots and potatoes in one pot over here. I'm gonna add the 2/3 cups of raw cashews in there. I'm also gonna add 1 cup of water in there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cook this. Let's put it up to medium-high heat. And we're going to cook that for 10 minutes. I'm gonna wait till it actually starts steaming and then set the timer for 10 minutes. Get it nice and soft. Pro star tip, clean while you cook, so there's less mess at the end. Clean, 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 clean. Yeah, I like to keep my space clean. So I clean as I go, and then there's not this huge mess at the end. Get all those scraps out of here. Here we go.
Whoa! I love cooking too. Yay!
Okay, my carrot, potato, cashew, water combo is cooking away, softening up. Now I'm going to start softening my onions and garlic. I've measured out a tablespoon of olive oil in the pan there, and it was already heating up. So you can tell by that sizzle going on. We'll get those cooking. Cook those for about 3 minutes. I've got about 6 minutes left on my carrots and potatoes before they're softened up. I'm also going to start boiling my water for my pasta. Now, while all of this was happening and I started cooking that, I've also started prepping the ingredients that will be blended with the softened veggies. So we went through those at the beginning. 2 teaspoons lemon juice, 1 teaspoon salt. I just have to smell it to find out what's in there. 4 tablespoons nutritional yeast, oh yeah, and 1 teaspoon of our mustard. Seems like we've got some time to kill. Time to play What's on Your Fridge?
One yummy looking card from a close friend.
The 3 best friends. I miss my 2 friends very much. Shout out, friends. Alright, so I don't know if you can see this, but this is the pot with the carrots and the potatoes in it. I've already added the onions and the garlic, made sure they were nice and soft before I put them in my blender. And I also checked, just stuck a fork in to make sure that the carrots are soft. It's very important that they are soft at this point. Now we're just going to ladle them, including the water. That's also really important part of this step. Don't strain them like you would strain, steamed veggies that you're gonna eat. The water, the cup of water that is in there is part of the sauce. Come back in a second, we'll blend it up. Before we do that though, the water has started to boil, so I'm gonna toss in my elbow pasta. I've measured out 9 ounces here. It's a little bit over a cup. So I'm just gonna throw that in. Now after a couple of test runs, found that the elbow pasta is cooking in around 8 or 9 minutes. So with about 2 minutes left, we'll add our 2 to 4 cups of broccoli. Gotta be careful with this bad boy. It's got 2 horsepower in it. Oh, 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 oh. This is a very high-powered blender. This is a Vitamix, so I didn't have to blend it that long. The recipe does recommend, I think in a regular blender, blending for 2 minutes until smooth. But you can see it's all smooth and steamy. this is tradition around here. I have to get the official taste test from my assistant, so here we go. Here comes the hand to accept the baton. Give me a little taste test. See how that's looking. It's tense moments here as I wait for approval. Oh, I get the thumbs up. That means it's tasting good. Does it taste like cheese?
Yes.
Who would have thought? Carrots and potatoes, making them cheese. Oh, I love it. Whoa! It looked clean. Must be good. That's a good sign. Ideally, you would have done this a little bit earlier. It slipped my mind. That's okay. Mistakes happen. But we're going to get our oven preheated to 350 degrees so that it's ready to go once the pasta is done. Okay, the timer went off, so we're in our final 2 minutes of cooking the pasta. I'm going to throw that broccoli right in there with it. Okay, so I strained my pasta and my broccoli. It's in my Dutch oven. Quick note that you could use an oven-safe skillet, the same one that you cooked your onions and your garlic in. Just has to be oven-safe. I don't have one of those, so I'm using a Dutch oven. And now my favorite part, the most satisfying part, is pouring this cheese sauce all over here. Oh, look at that fold out. See, that's how you know it's almost like real cheese sauce when it ribbons like that. Love it. Love it. It's gonna take me a little while to make sure I get all of it out of the bottom of the Vitamix there, but I just wanted to show you the effect it has. I'm gonna mix all that together before putting in the oven, and our oven's almost preheated, so it's actually good timing. Okay, so I've got it all mixed up. Optional here, if you really like breadcrumbs on top of your mac and cheese, you could definitely sprinkle some breadcrumbs on here. I'm not going to, so I'm gonna cover it. If you're gonna do breadcrumbs, leave it uncovered. I'm gonna put it in the oven. Dangerous shot, you could witness me getting burned here if this doesn't go well. No, it went well. It's in there. And I'm gonna set my timer for, it says 10 to 15 minutes, so let's just say 12. 12 minutes and it'll be good to go. Check out my funky oven mitts. There's nothing more stylish than an oven mitt. I kind of wish that mine were more interesting, but this is what I've got. Anyway, the timer's gone off. It's time for the mac and cheese to emerge from the oven. Oh! Bend at the knees. Bend at the knees. All right. So it's out. I'm gonna serve it up. Ooey, gooey goodness. Look at that. The pinnacle of comfort food, if I ever did see it. And no, you will not need ketchup. I tried it with ketchup, although I do love ketchup, it's delicious. This mac and cheese is bursting with flavor, so much so that it stands alone and it will lighten up your taste buds. Well, thanks for coming to another episode of Cooking with Rob. I really encourage you to make this one. This mac and cheese will blow your mind. It definitely did that for me the first time I tried it, and it's going to be a staple in my kitchen for many years. Have a great rest of your day and enjoy the food.